Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pop in,
There's
running like
Muhammad
this, ain't
Sexy
checking my
Face.
wrist. That is my shit.
Hey yo.
Heyo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Episode 34. Is it episode 34?
Is it episode 34? Who knows?
34.
Yeah, it's episode 34. Unless we didn't upload one to Apple. So we're on episode 34. Until I'm proven wrong. We haven't been
And
streaming.
we're back.
We're
We're
back.
back. Those who have missed us. There's been a lot going on in the world. First and foremost, let's congratulate Muhammad and Farah on a beautiful. I only got to see one. You guys will talk about the other one, and I want to hear it all. But they are now husband and wife. Congrats.
Thank you.
There was
Congrats,
so
congrats.
much fucking food.
Oh my god.
Oh
bro.
my
God.
goodness. And it was good food. Great
And
food.
it was good food.
So before we get there, like there's a lot been going on, right? Like you guys went away to Uzbekistan for an Uzbekistan wedding. Then there was the wedding here. There was a bachelor party. There was me getting a new job. I'm on my Jackie Robinson year. A lot of stuff has been going on,
Yeah.
right? So I want to hear from you two on Uzbekistan.
well,
Where
well, Uzbekistan. I mean, what a trip, dude. That was awesome. I haven't traveled abroad in years, lots of years, and I love traveling abroad in general. So like, you know, it was a great experience for me. I got my fix, for traveling abroad. I did stop in Istanbul first. That was awesome. Saw the Blue Mosque, saw the Hagia Sophia, saw a bunch of stuff there. Dude, I didn't know this, but Istanbul has because the Holy Roman Empire was ended there. They hoarded so much stuff from around the world, whatever they were like, oh, this is beautiful. I'm just gonna take that. I'm just gonna take this,
Yep.
and just brought it there. And then it was the Ottoman Empire, so it was like, oh, let's bring all of these Muslim artifacts. So they have all that stuff there too. Super cool. So went there, stopped there for just a day, on a layover. Then went to Tashkent, and what a beautiful country. Like it's. I mean, from what I hear from them, it was the perfect time to visit because it starts burning out once it gets closer to summer and gets more brown, but it was so green when I was there, really springtime. There was still snow on the ground on the top of the mountains. And it was just a great time. And then I got to experience Muhammad's wedding, which over there, well, it wasn't really a wedding per se. It was kind of like a ceremony. Or I don't know, you tell me, was it a wedding?
Well, there was the ceremony part, the first thing, and then there was the actual wedding at the venue.
Yeah.
The indoor-outdoor venue.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it was like a celebration. I mean, because there was no officiant there. I mean, I don't know how.
It's different. Yeah, it's different how it's done there. I mean, you saw the official religious piece of it at her apartment, at her parents' apartment.
Okay.
That where they had the horns and all the crazy shit when you walk in or whatever.
So at that moment,
That
in the
day
eyes
was-
of Allah, you guys were husband and wife.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
that's
okay.
the traditional process there.
All right.
I mean, yeah, for the most part, we'll sum it up that way, and then
Okay.
the actual celebration was the wedding
Gotcha.
at that venue where we had, in Tashkent, where we had the they had the singers and that little ceremony
Yeah,
piece,
yeah. It was
where we
like
did the
reception.
dance, right? The
Yeah.
dance part.
It was the reception, right? Like we would
The
have, in America. So this is a 3-day party, dude. This is a 3-day party. Like I got there at 4:00 in the morning. At noon, we were over at the house. do the religious ceremony. We were like, there's food everywhere. Oh my God, there's food everywhere. First time I tasted
So much food.
the first time I tasted horse meat. Really good. Really good. I don't know if you can get it in America, but it's friggin' delicious. Uh, and then, uh, and then I think we were out until, I don't even know. I can't even remember everything that happened. There was so much that happened. You know, we were out late that night. And then the next night, all day was like preparing for the ceremony. You know, I went with them for pictures, the whole ceremony. Then we went, you know, we got back, but then he went back out to keep partying or whatever he was doing. And I was like, I'm going to sleep. It's midnight. I'm done. And then the third night we went out and saw the town and more food. We had plof. Plof is amazing. If you go to Tashkent, Uzbekistan, you have to go to what do they call it? A plof center?
Yeah, they're plov centers. I mean, that's just kind of like the name, and just a little market area where they have a bunch of restaurants that make it, or they have like a section where it's dedicated to like just the restaurants there all make plov. And there's different variations from like different areas of the country where you're at. So Tashkent has their own style. Samarkand, which is where I went for like where her family is when I first got there before everyone came from the United States. They make it different out there as opposed to in Tashkent, and they make it different in Bukhara and, you know, other places in the country. But it's delicious. You got to try it.
I'm looking forward to going to Samarkand at some point in the future. But
it's only like a 5.5 hour drive.
Only 5.5 hours, no big deal. No, I mean like
you can take a train. It's faster.
Yeah, I'm sure that's faster. So we went to get the plof. We went to the bazaar that day, and I bought some stuff, trinkets for the girls, and stuff for my wife. And then it was, you know, another party that night. So it was like all sorts of all over the place. It's definitely a rising country. Like they're building up. Like the downtown area in Tashkent was like, oh, this is like home, basically. Like if you go to any major city, you know, the outskirts were a little bit more villagey than you would see in America. But I've been to some podunk ass places in America, so you know, it's similar. But
like the city centers are built up to what you would compare to like a New York City, Hoboken, a Jersey City, like high-rise buildings, high-end restaurants, high-end stores, high-end hotels, and then, you know, you go out 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on which way you go, and you get to more of the outskirts, like not quite suburban, but like urban center kind of, just not city-esque. And then you go out 15, 20, 30 minutes from there, and then you get more to the outskirts with like more of the villages like Scottie was mentioning.
Yeah.
But I was surprised to see how built up it is there. And she was telling me that it's just like blowing up there with people pouring money in. And the money that's coming there is coming from China. They basically figured out we can make a stronghold here. And they, I guess the president or whoever's running the country there has signed an initiative to get electric cars. Just fuck it. Everybody's getting an electric car. BYD is taking over. All these other random electric companies are taking over. Electric car companies are taking over. It's like 3 out of 5 cars is electric car there.
Yeah.
The statistic might be a little off, but I'm exaggerating a little. It's just, I was so surprised to see how many electric cars were there compared to like what you would think. And it's like, it just highlighted that, you know, even in a place that's like not a third world country, but like, I'd probably say like a 1.5 to second world country, if that's even a term. But like electric cars, like tons and tons of electric cars. It was, I don't know, it was crazy.
There's more
BYD is so cheap.
Oh yeah,
dude. Like
they're so nice though.
They are.
Really
they're
nice.
so nice.
They're really nice.
Dude, it is something crazy because I would like my buddy Vlad is in Ecuador and he's talking about trying to get
Vlad. Ecuador.
He's trying to get a car out there sent because it's just how cheap it is.
Yeah.
And
but there were more electric cars on the road in Tashkent than there were here in America. Like that you see on the road.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
But like one of the most popular cars over there is a freaking Chevy Cobalt. There are so many of them.
Really?
They're not like
they're
the
all
Cobalt you
white.
get here. Yeah, they're all white or
They're
silver.
all the cars there are white
Yeah,
because of how
Really?
hot it gets.
yeah, because of hot.
Because of how hot it gets.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
Crazy.
a couple weeks later,
Well, you
I'm
know,
sorry.
I mean, I want to hear about Muhammad's trip to Samarkand.
All right, so you ready? Here we go. I get to Uzbekistan. Fly out there on the 27th, 26th. I get there on the 27th. 12-hour flight, nonstop. I land. I get there at like 10 o'clock in the morning or so. 1 o'clock, I'm already at a dance lesson. I get off the plane. I get to the apartment. I'm like, I'm half not sure if I'm coming or going. Don't know where I am. And she's like, all right, well, our lesson's at 1. So take a minute to breathe and then we're going.
All
We
right.
go to this thing. We do the dance lesson. And then as soon as the dance lesson's done, it's like, okay, go home and change because now we have to go to the town hall for her cousin's actual legitimate like marriage thing, like the actual paperwork and all the stuff for them. So it was like, I don't know what time that was, if it was like 2:30, 3 o'clock, somewhere around there. So it's like we go there for that. And then, or it might have even been at like 4 o'clock, not 100% sure. Went there, finished that, get done, get back. Thankfully, I was able to sleep at like 8 something. So I went to bed at like 8:15 that first night I was there. Woke up the next day, 4:15. And then at 7 something, it was like, all right, get in the car. We're driving to Samarkand. So we drive 6 hours. It was more than 5.5. We drove to 6 hours basically to get to Samarkand. Get there. I think on the way, we stopped for one random stop, and they picked up these like, I don't know what they're called. There's these fruits that are dried. They're just like dried out in the sun. And I don't know if it's like an apricot or something. It might have been, or it might have been a tamarind, or it might have been some fruit that only they have there because there's different fruits there than what we get here. Either way, it was pretty tasty. It was interesting. You know, I tried it. It was tasty, but it was different. So I only had one because I was still nervous I was still nervous at the time to be trying different stuff because I'm like, I gotta make sure that I'm good for like the next 5 days or 6 days or whatever it was until the wedding, because I'm like, I don't want to end up getting sick and then have something happen. So like I took it easy.
Yeah.
We get into Samarkand and we go straight. First thing we do, we go straight to a plov restaurant in Samarkand. That was like to signify that we got there. We went and had plov. They had this homemade vinegar, this like grape vinegar or whatever that you're supposed to eat with the plov, because the plov is very heavy and it's like kind of oily and fatty and whatever. And the idea is the vinegar is supposed to help,
Break down.
kind of, I guess, break it up in your stomach or help with digestion or whatever. So we eat the plov, I eat the vinegar, and then like hour and a half later, I'm fucking dying. I'm dying. We got to her parents' house in Samarkand, got in, dropped their stuff off. They're like, all right, get changed. We're going to a store because they had some clothes picked out for me. They were getting me some clothes. So we go to this store, and I'm there, and like we're looking around, we're checking all this stuff out, and then like all of a sudden I'm just like,
Oh my God. You had a bridesmaid
I'm just
episode
like-
for your changing event?
dude, okay, almost just like that, except I didn't, thankfully I was able to hold it until I got out to go somewhere to actually like handle the situation. Like we're at the place and I'm like pouring sweat, and she said like I turned pale, like I was changing colors, and I'm like, shit, I'm like, I don't feel good. Like my stomach, I was like, something's not right. So then she looked at me, she's like, oh no. So she gets out, she runs across the street. The cool thing there is they have pharmacies all over the place, and the pharmacies aren't like the ones here. You can go in and actually get like real medicine without needing a doctor's prescription. Needless to say, I didn't get any like real medicine. She got me some kind of like a stomach thing, but then also she got some like pure charcoal tablets. So I ended up popping 2 of those, and I didn't realize this happens, but if you've never taken charcoal, if you ever have to take it, you there's an unlimited amount of thirst that comes with taking charcoal. Like I drank like 15 cups of water from, like, they had a dispenser there, like 15 cups of water, and I was still thirsty afterwards. But like, it saved me because give it like 2 hours after that, I was fine.
All right.
But
Okay.
I did have to make a impromptu around the corner in a back alleyway outside bathroom situation that was meant for just like local workers. They're like, hey, don't judge us. This place is horribly not maintained.
Oh,
Like it was an experience. But the thing is, it didn't really bother me because I'm from Morocco. Like my family's from Morocco.
Yeah.
I've been there plenty of times. And I know like it wasn't that bad. It was bad. Like anybody, like one of you guys, I don't think you would have been able to handle it. Just because like
Aw, come on, bruh.
not the bathroom was bad. Is a hole in the ground, not maintained.
Seen it
Door was
before.
broken, cracked open. It was bad. All right, well maybe you can handle it, but the point is, it's like most people would be like, yeah, no, I'm good. Shit happens.
bro, I
Bro.
shat in someone's front yard.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. But like this was, just imagine the heat inside of like a portable, like a bathroom, like a porta potty bathroom. That's not a porta potty. That's actually fixed there, and like the heat just, it's whatever.
No, you
Fine.
you
It's
haven't
fine.
been to a tailgate in the middle of the summer from a baseball game, and the porta potties
mean-
they got there. I mean, come on, bro.
This is true.
Or you go
This
to
is
like
true. I guess
what is it? January 1st down in Philly when they have the two-step when
Oh,
the
the
mummers are coming back and
Yeah.
everybody's freaking wasted at like 10 p.m. Those porta potties been used all freaking day.
Nah,
It's-
dude.
it's
The worst
nasty. I
porta
mean, come
potty that
on.
I've ever seen in my life was at the Christmas Village in Philly.
Oh,
Lily needed to use the bathroom, and
oh.
oh no.
we waited in line to use the porta potties, and no one was using this one. And I was like, "Why don't you just try over there?" And she opened it, and there was a mound of shit coming out of the toilet. Like it was so disgusting. I was like,
oh my god.
"You're not using that one, I guess. That one's off limits." It was raw. Oh my goodness gracious!
Warning for anybody that's concerned
We
about
have to
poop.
clip that.
Yeah, it was nasty. Oh man. But all right. Well,
He's still got more.
I
Yeah,
know.
He's
I'm
still
waiting.
got more.
So that was the first 3 days I'm in the country. And then like, okay, it cooled off a little bit after that. I was able to recover, you know. I surprisingly, before the trip was done at the clothing store, I felt better. So like, because she acted so fast and like just went right away the second she saw me starting to look like not good, she went and grabbed it. It cleared it up before we were there for a while because I had to try on a bunch of clothes and like pick things out, and it was just like a whole process because apparently sizes here don't line up to the sizes there. So like I'm a size 60 suit.
Wow.
Don't know
Yeah,
how that
60
makes any sense,
centimeters.
but
60
that,
centimeters.
yeah, that's fine, but still, that's like they don't do sizes there. So like in terms of the size of suits they had available, that was a custom ordered one that somebody got and then wasn't able to take it or whatever. So it got like I ended up getting it because it was like, you know, available, and then they tailored it to me after the fact. But like they didn't even have any suits in my size. The only ones they did were like way big and to the point where like they couldn't even tailor it to make it fit me. So it was just like lucked out, was perfect. Left there. I think at that point that day was basically done. I think at that point we went home and then just rested there and then slept. And then the next morning I had the actual like, so they split it up there where when you celebrate, there's a portion of the wedding celebration that's men only. And that was that following day. So it was like, you have to be up real early. You have to be at this place like 7:00 in the morning. And then first thing in the morning, you're having plov and a bunch of other stuff. Like basically the tables that you saw at the wedding here, Tony.
Yep.
Similar setup there. And that's like first thing in the morning. And there's live music. And then there's like a imam. There's like a priest, if you want to call it that, a Muslim version of a priest. And he does like a prayer for everyone there. And then they make me wear that it's kind of like a gown shawl thing that has the hand embroidery of the gold and blue or green colored thing with the special hat. And they do this whole thing and they do a prayer and everything. And then like they're singers and there's
Like the Abu
food and
hat?
all that. And just, no, dude. It's like their traditional Uzbek hat. It's different. All right. It's different.
It's different.
Abu hat isn't Abu hat a fez?
Yes.
What?
Abu wears a fez.
Isn't the Abu hat a fez?
Okay.
This is like a shorter
Square
less
version.
rigid. Yeah.
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 But it's similar.
hat.
We'll say similar,
It's
but
kind of like what
same,
a
but
cardinal
different.
wears in the
Oh,
Catholic
yeah.
faith. But like not red. It's like ornamental.
Yeah, that one was like embroidered with it was like gold embroidered with green like fabric. Anyway, so they have that whole process, and then it's kind of different there traditionally. Like in order for like whenever there's a party, you wait until everybody goes in, then you go in, and then you have to leave before everybody else can leave. So when people are ready to leave, it's kind of like someone says something, and then they're basically like, okay, you have to go now, and then you're basically up and out.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, everyone, because they're not supposed to leave until you leave, which is kind of interesting. But it was, we weren't done with what we were trying to do. I was like, I'm still eating. I'm like, this food is so good. I'm trying to eat this food. And like, no, you got to go now. Everybody's leave. We have to leave. And I was like, all right, cool. I mean, some of it ended up coming back with us. So I still got to eat some of it afterwards back at her parents' house. But that was cool. I mean, all in all, the culture there is just so rich, and the people, like, I don't know, just I had no real expectations or idea what it was going to be like, but it was just an experience unlike anything I've ever had before in my life. And like each person was nicer than the last. The country's so beautiful and safe and green, like Scottie was saying. I had no idea it was going to be anywhere near as green as it was. And we came at the perfect time because it was before it got to the point where it's like 80, 90, 100 degrees every day. And you actually got to see greenery. You got to see, like, it was bearable to drive places and be outside. And even with the temperature not being that bad, if you're out in the sun, you're cooking. There's some kind of like a arid dome situation going on over there because of how it's landlocked. There's something with like the dry climate that it creates a artificial like desert there, even though they're not in the desert. And it just, I don't know, wild. But the culture was amazing. All the like traditions were amazing. Ended up finishing off the trip in Samarkand with the next day we went to a couple historic sites. I know we went to see her grandparents' graves. Then we went to like a photo shoot, like the last day before we came back to Tashkent. It was like the whole day long photo shoot. Like we went to the Registan Square, which is a historic monumental area where there's this big building that's just designed. I mean, it's from the pictures. I'll get pictures to kind of share, but incredible. Luckily, the guy that her dad got for photography, he had connections to someone inside of the building for them to be able to let us in before it was open to the public and after it was closed. So we were able to get in the night before to go in and get into this guy's shop to check out all the different traditional garb that you wear for like the photo shoots and shit. And we were able to get in to get that. Then the next morning we were able to get in before anybody else gets in so that we could do photos without, because it opens at like 9 and then it's like at general admission. You pay to get a ticket to go in and anybody can come in. But like we were able to get in beforehand so like it didn't get crowded and then end up having our own issues. And then we did like 4 or 5 or 6 different stops along the way for different like portions of the photo shoot. And the photo shoot was like the whole day. And then we got done with that. And then literally right when we were done with that, it was like drive back, grab the stuff and go straight back to Tashkent.
Nice
So like
6-hour
when I say, when I say I got there and it was literally from the time that I got there until the day that actually I lied. Her dad did a spa day for us, like a spa thing that the one night, I don't remember which of the nights it was. It might've been the day that we had that ceremony thing. We had the ceremony thing earlier in the day. And then the rest of the day, we It might have been like we went and checked something out. I don't really remember. I know we visited one of her dad's family friends for something, and then we went to some other store to check out something for the wedding, and then we had like a spa day, and yeah, it was a spa, and then we went to that place. That's what it was, and that was the day before the photo shoot, whatever, and then we drove back to Tashkent. So like that was the only kind of like downtime I had from the time I got there until the actual wedding, because once we got back into Tashkent, it was literally like the next day, parents are flying in. And it's like, got to be up at whatever time to go get them. And then it's like, get them all situated. Then all of the running around in Tashkent to get everything lined up for the actual wedding. But like the one thing I will say, food there, it's like 1,000 times better than the food here. Like the food there is actually, like it actually tastes the way it was meant to taste. Like Scottie was talking about, when we were eating the tomatoes, it's like, you know, these tomatoes are just like, we're eating tomatoes and cucumbers and all this stuff right with breakfast. And it's just like, by itself, and everything just tastes so fresh and real. Like it just, I don't know. It's kind of sad because like when you go and you have it there and you're like, oh, this tastes great. And then you come back and you're like, what is this shit that we're eating?
I'll say there's an exception. There were two things there that I didn't like. The
What's that?
soap flavored chickpeas.
Oh, dude, those don't even count those. That's bullshit. Those are like fake ass chickpeas.
Yeah, they gave it to us for breakfast every day. These like little chickpeas. They tasted like straight soap, like laundry detergent. Like if you ate the lint out of your clothes after it's freshly been laundered, that's what it tasted like. I was like, what is this? Why are they feeding? Like, do they like this?
That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Maybe I have a weird gene, like the cilantro thing. You know what I mean? Like some people.
It could be.
Maybe that's what it is.
Honestly, it could be.
Maybe that's what it is. And then there
What was the other
was
thing?
cow tongue.
Oh, you didn't like the cow tongue?
I was not a fan. I was not a fan.
Okay. Listen,
I just stayed away from it, though.
If that's the two worst things of the whole trip, I mean, that's pretty solid. If you ask me.
Everything was
That's pretty
great,
solid.
other than those two things. But I didn't see anybody really touch the cow tongue.
I ate the cow tongue.
Did you? There was always extra on the table.
There was always extra.
But you know what it is? It's intimidating. Some people are kind of like, they look at it and they're like, ugh. But I mean, if you eat it, it tastes good.
I ate it. It was not to my liking, but that's fine. Like, hey, look, to each his own, right?
Fair enough. Yeah.
No, I mean, like, because I have dealt with all sorts of weird textures, especially like with Magda's family. You know, they have like a lot of pate type of meats and stuff like that. And I've had like, you know, like tripe. Like I like tripe soup and all that. Like a lot of weird stuff. Like you know, I mean, tripe. You know what that is, right? Stomach, cow stomach lining.
Stomach lining, intestines.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I've eaten some weird stuff. It's just like, I was like, no, I don't like that flavor. And like, I didn't know horse was horse before I ate it. It was just like, that looks good. I'll eat that. I ate it, was good. Then I went to the next piece that was on the plate and was like, that looks good too. I'm going to try. No.
No.
Stay away from that.
So, a hard pass.
But it was all good. I mean, it was all good, you know. But I will say, man, there was only one speed for Muhammad while I was there, and it was go and go fast. That was it. That was it. So
you gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
Yep.
Gotta get it done somehow.
Yep.
Well, from the pictures I saw, it looked amazing. I wish I could have went. I'm sorry I didn't go. I'm definitely gonna go to Morocco. That's gonna be definite.
Morocco 2027.
For everyone that is listening, they're gonna have 3 weddings. They had a wedding in Uzbekistan because her family's from Uzbekistan and not everyone could come to the States to celebrate here. So they had a wedding over there. Then they had the wedding here. And then Muhammad's family's from Morocco, so not everyone from over there can come over here. So he's gonna have a wedding over there. So definitely gonna plan for that. Whether I have to rob somebody, I'm going. I'm going.
Yeah, don't do that. You need to be able to go. You know, felons can't travel.
Yeah.
I might bring the kids. I'll bring the kids.
Hey.
I mean, you could.
It'll be a learning. It'll get culture.
Yeah.
And then couple weeks later, we're at a bachelor party in upstate New Jersey, border of New York. We're supposed to have 2 rounds of golf. Got one in. Got one in. The other one was a rain out, which I think for everybody, it probably was better that it was a rain out because it was going to be a rough go. Because it was a rough go for some people on Saturday.
Yep.
I'm just going to preface this by saying over the course of that weekend and the wedding weekend, which was back-to-back weekends, I drank more in that week and a half span than I think I have in the last 2 years.
Wow.
I had so many drinks and I was well intoxicated. And then there was a time where I looked at Scottie and I could tell Scottie was well intoxicated because there was a time that he just disappeared, I think. And
Yeah, I like to go to sleep around midnight
yeah,
when I'm drinking.
He's like, it's time to go. It's bedtime.
Yep.
I've already
Listen, man, look, I have learned from a long history of doing bad things by drinking too much
Everything happens.
that I know when it's time to go to sleep. Okay? No more puking rallies. No more blacking out, making a fool of people and myself.
well,
When it's time to go to sleep, I go to sleep.
that was a
That's it.
great weekend. I hope you had a good weekend for your bachelor party.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I've golfed already more this year than I've ever have in the history of golfing. This year is
Nice.
going to be a lot of golfing for me. I am having a lot of fun and equally frustrated at the same time, which is good. Apparently, I'm doing that right then.
Golf is hard.
But I will say we had some mixed reviews on this restaurant.
Oh my! No, I don't think.
Don't even get me started.
There were no mixed reviews.
There were some good things.
What was good?
I mean, the calamari was really good actually.
There
When you
know,
got it.
You know the good thing about the restaurant?
When we
There
left,
was food there.
there was food there.
Eventually.
It's a restaurant. 2 hours later, we got some food.
I don't know. I will say that we could have probably done better on picking a location for the foodage. I had fun. I had a good time. Good laughs around a table full of. And listen, that week and the week following, I saw a whole bunch of people that I haven't seen in like 2 decades, which is wild to even say.
Long time.
Like wild.
I just met a whole bunch of people. I don't think I knew any of them.
Well, that's fair.
I
That's fair.
don't think I knew any
That's a
of them.
positive too. That's good.
And
That
then
was good.
came the wedding. We were in
The
Queen-
company was good.
Yeah, good company.
Yeah.
Then came the wedding. So I'll give my experience. I got to Queens later than I wanted to, and immediately,
Immediately made enemies.
who's enemy?
Me. Made enemy of me. This dude got into the hotel and he left his car at the entrance to drive up to the hotel, and it's 1 car wide. And
It is 1 car
my
wide.
Uber's like waiting to get up there. I'm like, that's Wiz's car. Where is he? He's not checking in. He was upstairs getting changed.
Well,
Good thing he did that because
I didn't hear about this.
He would have to get his own Uber.
all right. So we got there, right? Well, I got there, and I pulled in, and I had a bunch of stuff that needed to get out of the car and into the room. So I got one of those little carts, went to check in, and like it took a while, right? And I was like, all right, I'm already pressed. Like I don't have time to leave my stuff here and go park the car. I'm just gonna run this up, and I'm gonna quickly change. And for the most part, I think I did a really good job. Because I got right into an Uber. So
Yeah, I mean,
My
it worked out for
timeline,
him.
my timeline worked perfect because I got in, parked, and into an Uber and into the wedding exactly when I needed to be there.
I had to convince the Uber driver. I'm like, hey, you got to wait like 7 minutes because
He couldn't even get up anyway because there was another car.
I know, but he was like, I was like, can you wait like 5-10 minutes? He was like, oh, I don't know. And I was like, just start the ride already. Just start it already. Like, whatever. And he was like, okay.
But then we got to the wedding and beautiful venue, I will say.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful place. You guys did a really good job.
Oh yeah.
We pretty much get ushered in, and that was an interesting experience because like it was done in the 2 languages, which was interesting.
Yeah.
Your officiant did an amazing job.
Yeah, Emily's awesome.
She I guess you could speak to your relationship with her, but she knew a lot about you. And like her echoing like when she first found out about you and Farah was a similar experience and I didn't even meet her. I just like conversations with you and I. Like just knowing where you were in life and knowing the conversations we had leading up to that time. It sort of echoed her stance on things, which should highlight how this is a beautiful start to something that is going to last a lifetime. And that was amazing to see and just hear her words and how she did it. And I'll pause there because I'll let you take that away.
I've known Emily for a long time. It's been like almost 20 years at this point. And I met her through a friend at one of my first law firm job. And like, she's just cool people's overall. At one point I actually found myself sleeping on her couch for a few weeks when I had to move out of my parents' house. You know, I had a thing happen, and it was like I found myself needing to leave, and I stayed there for like 3 weeks. She actually helped me find my first apartment. She is a real estate agent now. You know, she has her own group of people that work for her, but she's just like it's like one of those people that doesn't matter how much time goes by. You know, you hit them up, and it just goes back to how it was beforehand, and like without missing a beat. You know, you need something, the person's there for you. If they need something, you're there for them. And, you know, she's got a daughter now. You know, Tom is like super awesome. They're just great people. And like, we've like tons of nights going out and just doing dumb shit. Like there was this thing we used to do. We'd go to restaurants and then, you know, when you sign the receipt, instead of signing with like your name, we just write random shit like Papa Smurf, Madonna, you know, Bill Cosby, although he's canceled, you know, random names because it was like something stupid and fun to do. But she's just like a sister, you know, she's like a sister to me, I guess is the best way to describe it. And, you know, over the years, there've been plenty of nights of frustration with all the stuff that you and I have talked about, just in terms of like what the dating environment is like and what the dating world has been, and just how the, you know, difficult it is to find people that are worth your while. So, you know, I went to a wedding that she officiated, and she only does it for friends. You know, she's not like, this is not her thing. It's kind of like she got ordained so she can marry one of her friends. And then from that point forward, she's married like 3 or 4 or 5 of her friends. And after seeing that, and just because of how, you know, how long I've known her and how close like we had been, I figured there'd be nobody better than her to do it. So it just worked out. And I knew she would do a really good job because she's so good at speaking. And she's met us both. We've hung out a bunch of times with her. You know, they get along great. Obviously she's just cool in general, so I get along with her great. And it was perfect. It was like a perfect fit. So I'm happy it went the way that it went.
Nice.
One of the best parts I loved in the very beginning, I get there and you pull me aside and say, "Oh, by the way, you're going to be speaking." And I was like, "Thanks, Mohammed. Really appreciate that."
Listen, you should be very happy. And it is a point that I'm probably going to get some shit for, but I was like, I actually told you ahead of time that much. Like, I didn't tell Steve until like sometime after that. And then I didn't tell Gio until he got called up.
Nice.
So he had no clue.
So you got
And
back.
I'm sure
at
he's
him
probably
for the
mad
week
at me
before.
for that. But listen, I was planning on discussing it at the bachelor party, but things went differently, and it just didn't come up, and it wasn't like an actual conversation. But I wanted to kind of like pose it then. But then I was like, you know what? Let's make it interesting.
So,
Nice.
me
But yeah.
being me, I immediately went to the side and started typing in my phone a bunch of things to say, erasing, writing, erasing, and writing. Hopefully, I didn't make a fool of myself. But I will
Not at all.
I will say, it was a really fun time.
Yeah, it
Your
was a lot of fun.
guys picking of the DJ and musicians that were there were amazing. The food was amazing. Your guys' dance was beautiful. Everything hit on notes that, listen, I have gout, right? And that was another reason why I parked the car and left the car there and went upstairs. Before the wedding, I was before the wedding, I had maybe like 1,000 to 2,000 steps, and then when we got done, I think it was close to 20,000 steps.
Wow.
And it was
I believe
predominantly on the dance floor. We got done the wedding at like 11. Got back to the hotel. And then sure enough, we couldn't let the party just die there. So,
I did.
yeah.
I did.
Well, you guys
Yeah,
had a good, you guys had a
it was
good
different.
excuse. You guys had to be up at 6 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning.
I did have to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
So,
You guys were up and out.
Yep.
we decided, when I say we, it was Steve, Matt, your sister, Farah, and Mo and I met at a bar near Farah's house. And we closed down, and it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. So,
Yeah, I did not realize it got 4 o'clock came by like that.
Oh.
I was like, wait, what? 4 o'clock?
oh yeah. And
Well, by the time you got there, it was probably like 1 o'clock in the morning, right?
no, we were there at like midnight.
No.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got back into my room at midnight.
Dude, no, I'm telling you,
No?
no, because
Wow.
you were gone. Oh, and that
Bro,
thank you.
I gotta be honest. I was more lit at the wedding than I was at the bachelor party. That's for
Thank
sure.
you for bringing this. Reminded me. So we take an Uber back from the wedding to the hotel. So the floor is about to be yours because I can't wait to hear you sing right now. Because I'm not sure if you remember this, but there were a couple of things that happened in this Uber ride.
I
the
might
fir-
not remember.
The first thing being that you said Footloose was
Oh,
trash.
yeah. What kind of freaking song is that? I was like, I
What?
don't know what
And
to
that-
do right now.
And
I
that
was like, I don't know what
nobody
to do
knew
right
it,
now.
but everyone was dancing to Footloose. They knew the Footloose dance.
Everybody.
I
Everyone was-
wasn't.
Everybody knows it.
I wasn't.
yeah.
Not
And
everybody, because I wasn't.
he was like, "This is the worst selection. What was happening here? I don't understand
no.
it."
Yeah,
This
that
is
song,
so
that
old.
the selection was great. All of the music was great except for that one.
Yeah, the selection. I meant
That's
the
my only
selection.
complaint. You did great,
The
buddy.
selection of Footloose didn't make any sense, is what you said. And on top of that, you were like, they sung good, but you could sing just as good. And
I could sing just
may-
as good as those two singers.
Maybe you'll
That's
do
right.
that,
What?
and you can sing in
I'm a great singer.
a different language. So,
All right.
No,
Hey,
can't do
Sing
that.
us.
I can't do that.
A, you didn't even know who was singing in a different language, right?
It was the one guy.
What guy?
I mean, the guy who was speaking Uzbek. Or,
No, it wasn't. It was the black guy.
No
who was,
way.
Yes,
Was he?
it was.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my
Yep.
God. What language was
Black
he
guy
saying?
sang songs in Russian.
Did he
He
really?
sang songs in Russian. Yep.
Oh my
And
God.
Yes,
in
that's why we
Spanish.
picked him. Come on, man.
And he sung in Spanish.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, these guys, like the pros, they are pros.
Yeah.
Like
Apparently.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at any time over the next week, we could set it where this will be your chance to get
Nope.
all these wedding venues,
Nope.
dude. You can
Nope.
open your golden pipes and sing for us right on
No,
microphone.
thanks.
Let us hear those fruitful loins that you have and just bellow out to us and the world.
Nope. Not gonna happen.
This guy.
Yeah, so we got back to the
Fruitful loins,
hotel. I
he
want to
said.
say, it was like 11.
We can clip that though.
I want to say we were back. We had to be at the bar somewhere between 11:30 and midnight.
Yeah.
And we were there until closing, which is 4 a.m.
Crazy.
And did
Yeah, I
drink?
was
Yeah, it was a
I
long
was
time.
wasted. There was no way I saw you guys message. I was like, y'all are crazy. Also, I've got a 4-year-old birthday party to go to at 10 a.m. back in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, valid excuse. That's totally understandable.
Yeah.
It's just, I figured I wanted to actually like go and hang out because I didn't really get to hang out with people. Like, I mean, I was on the dance floor the whole time partying at the wedding, but in terms of actually like relaxing a bit, that was the extent of us relaxing afterwards when we got there. And then we ended up dancing at the bar too. So
Yeah,
Dang.
it was a good time.
Nice.
It was a good time.
Nice.
yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
So
Yeah,
again,
I saw Hoff had the umbrella open in the elevator.
Yeah.
You guys must have been
oh, we
lit.
were gone, dude.
I didn't know about that
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
Yeah, he sent the
Hoff-
picture in the group chat.
Hoff and I got back. We sat outside for a couple minutes, and then he found an umbrella, and he was like, "I'm keeping this." And
He stole the umbrella?
I mean, it was just sitting there. So yeah,
Oh my god.
It's his umbrella now.
yeah, it's his umbrella. And
It
Then
was
I-
just sitting there.
I woke up the next morning, met with you
Wait,
guys.
that's where my umbrella went.
Yeah, and then not your umbrella anymore. And then we had brunch, and then I helped you get stuff back from the venue, and then you sent me home with 20 pounds of meat,
Nice.
which was delicious, which I didn't have to cook that following week because there was more than enough meat to go around.
It was so good. That meat was so good.
That
Stupid.
like whatever kind of ribs that they were that like were served like room temperature. Oh, they were phenomenal, dude. It was so
I'm pretty
good.
sure that was the the tandoori ribs. It's like cooked inside that tandoor oven.
Nice.
So good, so good. So again, hats off to you two. Wish you guys a lifetime of love and happiness, and can't wait to continuing to see your guys' relationship grow. So
Thank you.
um,
Glad you guys were there to celebrate it with us.
yeah, thanks.
Of course.
Yeah. So where do we want to go?
Two down, one more to go.
Yeah, 30 or 66.6%. Well, yeah.
Come on.
66.6% of the way done.
Yeah. 2/3.
But so a lot's been going on since our last conversation. Let's talk about UFC and mixed martial arts. And we started to talk about this and you had complaints. It sounded like the bullshit show on Netflix is what you wanted to say. So
I just don't like Jake. I don't like anything that the Pauls do.
why?
I don't like him. I just don't like him.
Okay.
I just don't like him.
Did you happen to
There's
catch
something about him.
any of the events or any? So
I saw clips of two fights. The Carano Rousey fight, which ended in 20 seconds. Maybe it was less.
I fell asleep and I watched it this morning.
Carano got wrecked in seconds. And then I saw another fight where this one guy looked like he was ready to fight, and this other guy was like, "I'm just gonna hit you once," and then he hit him once, and then he was out. Like that guy was
Are you talking about the Francis Ngannou fight?
no. It was another group. It was another.
Are you talking about the Junior Dos Santos fight? Because that was upsetting.
Was it a one hit and it was over?
I mean, it wasn't like nothing was one hit and over, but like,
Well, maybe it was a longer fight, but I guess at the end, dude just had his hands down, was like, "Come on," and was like, "I'm gonna hit you with one punch, and this is over." I mean, I
Yeah.
only saw a clip of it, so like
that
I
was the
didn't-
Junior Dos Santos fight.
Yeah.
That was upsetting to see because Junior Dos Santos is.
What round was that in?
I think it was one.
Oh, it was in the first round.
I think so. He's a legend. And
Yes.
he shouldn't have been in that ring fighting the guy he fought. That dude was younger, quicker, and just Junior's old, man. He tried to fight and he was getting hit, and every time he got hit, like you said, the guy had his hands down and was just quicker. And was being able to hit him whenever he wanted to hit him, and then he saw God.
He saw
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Ugh.
It's hard to see that, especially after this, like seeing who Junior Dos Santos was, and you know, his lifelong like career. Hopefully, he is retired now and won't come back.
Who knows? Depends on their payday, right?
Well, I guess so, but
Well, everybody was guaranteed 40 grand.
I mean, everyone got paid.
40 to show and 40 to win.
I'll say this: the video feed from Netflix was amazing. Everything was well put together. It was a really good event, and it also was coinciding with the UFC Fight Night, and the UFC Fight Night was good. Had some great fights on it. But I can understand your take where you just don't like the Paul brothers and won't buy into anything that they do.
I mean, I also didn't like. If I was available or around, I might have watched it, but I don't even remember what I was doing. Oh, it was yesterday. It was last night.
Yeah,
No, it was last night. What time was it on?
9
Was it
o'clock.
late?
9 o'clock. The card started.
What was I doing? I remember I was dead tired last night. Like I went to jujitsu and then I played golf, and it was like a stupid long round. It
Ugh.
was hot as shit, and it wasn't like hot as shit, but it was hot enough that it was like I was just drained afterwards, and I'm still tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if I wasn't tired, I probably would have watched it just to see it, just to see what's going on. I mean, I was interested in Rousey and Carano, but I see that it was a underwhelming fight.
I mean, I don't know if it was underwhelming. I just think it's
It's 20 seconds. Sucks that it ends so fast. I mean,
fair.
like,
But it's a Ronda
wanna
Rousey
see-
fight. So like she's going to wrestle, she's gonna get you to the ground, and then she's gonna go for the armbar. Like that's her technique. And
did she throw her? I didn't see that. I didn't see the recap. Did she throw her? What was the sequence?
Her,
Yep.
pretty much.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
she tackled her, got her to the ground, and snapped her into armbar immediately.
Yep.
Um,
And that arm looked like it was coming off.
yeah,
It looked like it was about to come off.
yeah.
I didn't realize it had been so long since Carano fought.
And Rousey.
17 years.
How many years for Corona?
Yeah, Rousey 10, which is 17 for Carano, 10 for Rousey, which is crazy. Like how did 10 years just go poof?
I know.
Yeah,
I
well,
know.
it's
Jesus.
she came back and you know everyone studied the tape on her and understood if she was going to wrestle you to get you to the ground and try for the armbar because that was her signature technique and that concussion that she got from Holly Holm like really that was the beginning of the end I think for her.
Yeah.
That kick was the kick that you heard around the world at that time.
Not the end anymore, though.
But I don't know.
I'm
know.
sure
if
they're going to
she-
see her
Well,
again at another Netflix.
I don't think Yeah, but like I don't see it going back to the UFC level shit. Like she's not gonna compete or hang with like the top UFC people at this point.
I mean, I think these are going to be separate leagues. They're going to be competing leagues.
Could be.
I mean, it depends on what the viewership was like, right?
I mean,
on
I think the
Netflix.
viewership was high.
Yeah,
I don't
so-
know. I don't have the numbers, so I don't
That-
know.
Yeah, they probably haven't even put them out. But like the thing is, if you are a fan of MMA, you have to support both of these because even if you only like UFC and you don't like this other shit that the Pauls are doing, this other shit that the Pauls are doing is only going to make UFC better. If it fails,
It brings
there's
eyes.
no competition. They're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over again as long as they keep, a level of viewership that they're comfortable with. But if there is competition, it is going to make them both better.
Yes, I mean I agree. I mean
So
there's already competition too with Amazon. Amazon has Amazon One or whatever it is, one where they're streaming it. That was on.
Do they
I think,
have an MMA?
Yeah, it's mixed martial arts. Like,
Okay.
but like
It's called Amazon One.
yeah, it's one. I'm not sure if it's Amazon One. I'm not sure who owns
Are you,
it.
is it? Are you you're talking about one championship, one FC? Because one championship is a different. What is it called? Is a different. What's the word that they use for promotion? Different sports promotion, and that one is more like it's the same. So it's like PFL, but one is like worldwide. It's huge, especially over in Asia. Like there's just like tons of fighters out of Asia in one. I mean, they even have, so like the cool thing about one is they have a jiu-jitsu division as well. So like they do jiu-jitsu tournament like style, like MMA style matches, but jiu-jitsu related. And a bunch of guys that came from the jiu-jitsu world are fighting in one. So like that's a separate one. And I guess maybe they have some kind of partnership with Amazon where they play it on there.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but like one is huge.
Yeah,
I
and,
didn't know.
and,
Across the rest
and
of the
those
world.
tournaments are interesting because you'll go into like it'll be a night of fights, right? But like not all fights are like UFC style. So like he said, it'll be like a jiu-jitsu match. It'll be a kickboxing match. Right. All in one straight thing. So
Really?
each match may be different.
Wow.
At least the one I saw, and
Okay.
I've had I spent a lot of time just relaxing this weekend because this was we haven't even talked. I haven't told you guys, so we could get in that in a minute. But UFC 250 is on its way next month, and then there's a card after that that just got announced. So let me go through these two cards real quick.
Wait. Is UFC 250 going to be the presidential?
Yes.
Oh,
So-
It's in June, right?
Outdoors?
So
They're
I mean,
gonna
there's
change- they have to
one,
change that.
two.
Can't be outdoors.
There's two fight nights. The Song Yadong fight night, which is May 30th,
Oh,
and
that's
then
gonna be
you
good.
have the Bilal Muhammad versus Gabriel Bonfim,
To go back for the championship?
for June 6th, and then UFC Freedom 250, which is June 14th. Now that card is stacked.
Oh, yeah, that card's stacked.
So we have
Yo,
Poirier versus Gaethje. We have Pereira versus Cyril Gane. Sean O'Malley versus Amon. Josh Hokett versus Derek Lewis. Marcelo Ruffi versus Michael Chandler. Bo Nickel versus Kyle Dauskas. Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. That is a crazy card.
Yeah, bro, every fight is going to be good.
But did you guys see that they announced UFC 329, which is July 11th?
Wow.
Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway.
No way.
yep.
That's going to get canceled.
No. Benoit Saint Denis versus Patty Pemblett.
Okay.
Corey Sandhagen
Ooh.
versus Mario Batista.
Scouser.
Brandon Royval versus Kavanaugh. And Gable Stevenson versus Alicia Ellison. That is another.
I don't know either of
That's
them.
another
Huh?
good-
I don't know either of them.
Yeah, they're heavyweights and up and coming. But the four fights before that, that's
Yo, those are
another
gonna be
stacked
Yeah.
card,
Crazy.
Yeah.
which is crazy. So
Right.
And the prelims, Whitaker and Krylov.
yeah, I for whatever reason, the UFC wasn't opening on me, so I'm only able to see what they're classifying as the the main card.
The main card is those 5 fights that you pointed out, and then the prelims: Whitaker, Krylov, Riley, and Kamaka, Pinas and Almeida. So Damian Pinas and Cesar Almeida, Cody Garbrandt and Adrian Yanez. I never get that guy's name right. Tracy Cortez and Wang Kong, and then O'Day Osborne and Cody Durden.
Hey yo, hey.
So there's, I mean,
Yeah, and even the
Wang
Garbrandt
Kong,
should be
hey
a good
yo.
fight.
Whoa.
yeah,
Whitaker.
that's a woman. By
I
the
didn't
way.
say it.
So
It is a
That's
woman. It is a woman.
just throwing it out there, just making sure.
Wang Kong. What a name.
She got that King
What a
Kong
name.
wang.
Oh.
But we're gonna have some takeaways before these up and coming cards. I haven't stopped watching UFC. Love everything that they're doing. I haven't had a bad card that I've watched. Their UFC Fight Nights are just as good as the numbered events. They're having headliners there. So keep doing what you're doing there. I guess the segue is what happened over this Thursday. Lily's volleyball season is done.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We got to go back because you totally just skipped past the last fight, Khamzat and Strickland
Oh.
and
Oh, you're talking about
any of that other
You're
stuff.
talking about the last weekend. UFC
Yeah.
328.
I know we're a little late on it, but still, like, that was,
I want to go back and watch the Strickland Khamzat fight. Khamzat, since that fight, he is pretty much, he's not nixing a Strickland rematch, but he's pretty much said that he's moving up in weight. I think
he's done in that division.
It's too much of a weight cut. He did look bad the day of the weigh-in, and then started looking sort of himself the night of the fight. I will say Strickland's face was beat up pretty bad. I had it 2-2 and a toss-up round. That was me personally. I could see if
Yeah.
someone gave it to Khamzat and Khamzat won. I could also see if someone gave it to Strickland and Strickland won. I don't think I got too much. Oh, go ahead.
No. I'm waiting. I'm letting you finish.
I haven't seen a lot of pushback from that. But go ahead, take it away.
It's got to be a definitive, like, when it comes to, like, when you're defending, it's got to be a definitive win. It can't be one of these toss-up bullshits. If you look at it, like, Khamzat controlled him for way more time. Like, the stats-wise, the only thing that Strickland had more is total strikes, right? Yeah, he had more significant strikes, and he had more head strikes, and he had more total strikes, right? But beyond that, you're talking about body shots, more from Khamzat. You talk about leg shots, more from Khamzat. You talk about control, way more from him. You talk about takedowns,
I have
way more.
I have an argument.
I know
with
he didn't
that.
like.
I
that's
understand that you have to look at that and that he's controlling, but he's not doing anything with the control. Strickland was handling that positioning really well.
Yeah.
Khamzat wasn't able to do any damage from the top, even though he was controlling that. And I think Strickland handled himself really well in those situations.
100%.
So for me, as an outsider, right, I've got into mixed martial arts and enjoy the sport. I can understand when someone takes someone down and is controlling top position. But if you're not doing anything with top position, then how does that get scored? So that's where I say, if when Khamzat is fighting somebody and is taking them down and is straight pummeling them on the ground, obviously he's doing something with the top, right? he's able to do what he's set to do. But if you're going to take me to the ground and I'm able to control you from the bottom, does that wash top position? I don't know.
I don't know how that scored.
Yeah. It's I mean, it's understandable. I mean, honestly, Hamza, the way he probably should have done more with attempting to submit him. He probably should have done more, like, as you said, the weight cut probably wasn't good. Well, it wasn't good for him. And overall, like, the way he decided to fight that was probably not the best way to fight it. But also, Strickland's no slouch. I mean, he could defend the takedowns. He's like, he even had top control on him. Like, he did good.
He did good.
I think it's just like, yeah, it's like, it's a toss up, and you want to see more of a definitive win when it comes down to like a title event.
The co-main of that was Josh Van versus Tatsuro Tara. What a fight. Yo, Josh Van's hands are so friggin' smooth. Like,
Bro, that dude.
The beast.
I love that dude.
So Tatsuro, and listen, Tatsuro had a game plan. Take Josh Van down.
Didn't work.
Which was the game plan that he should have done, right? It didn't work. His defense was stronger than people thought it was. When he got taken down, he was able to get back up. And then when he was up, he was able to put himself in position to really have a good fight. And Tatsuro started throwing hands, and his hands were sharp too. But when you have Josh Van's hands hit hard, and he's able to pick apart his he's been able to pick up part of defense. It was, I think, the fight of the night, if I'm not mistaken. It was an amazing fight. Great. It was a great card. There was a betting line that switched crazy, which was the Sean Brady fight versus Buckley. There was a headline that they said people saw Brady get his knee drained the morning before the fight. I'm not sure if there's any truth to that. But he was a favorite to immediately go to an underdog.
Wow.
And I cashed in. Because, listen, Sean Brady is a wrestler and was able to bring Buckley down, and Buckley had no response. And he was able to control and able to manhandle him on the ground. That's what won the fight. I know a lot of people don't like to see those kind of fights. I enjoyed it. King Green, not a big fan of his, but he was able to show out. The fight that upset me the most was I'm a big Waldo Cortez Acosta guy. I thought he was going to be able to pull off against Alexander Volkov, and Volkov was the stronger fighter for 3 rounds. Waldo couldn't mount an offense and sustain an offense. Volkov was able to keep distance and just really pick him apart. So I know Waldo Cortez Acosta, that's not the last we're going to see of him. I think he'll come back bigger and stronger and smarter.
I mean, he's 17-3.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. So
there's no reason for him to be out.
So, but that card was amazing. So we have some really good cards upcoming. I'm sure we'll talk about it. I don't think, I mean, we could really touch in on the Allen Acosta.
Microphone's distorting again.
Hello. It also could be my voice because
yeah, he just got.
I got done being sick. So, but Song Yadong versus Figueroa.
What's this one?
This is the fight night happening May 30th. So we have a week to talk about that, I guess. So we can talk about that next week.
Nice.
But,
No, I wasn't
All right,
trying to make a comment. I was just saying.
No, I'm.
What are we moving on to?
I'm just saying that could be. So.
Yes, tell it.
Lily.
Volleyball.
We are working on how to get Lily to not erupt. And it's an interesting place. So when we were at the bachelor party, there was
Yeah.
a get together in my house when I wasn't there. Lily said that a couple of girlfriends were coming over. They were going to sleep over, which I was fine with. And then somewhere along the night, my notification for the Ring camera was going off. I think I counted 13 girls, if I'm not mistaken.
Sounds like a party to me.
So I had to call Lily.
I'm not going to hit any of the soundboard on this one. I don't want to get punched in the face.
No, you're good. You're good. So then I noticed the back camera went out. So people were coming through the back door. I'm assuming boys, which later to find out it was. So I had to call Lily and correct that real quick. And then the following weekend when we were at the wedding, there was more people in the house. So her and I had a conversation and she got grounded. And she took that like a champ. But then, there's hey, you're punished, you're grounded. This is what it is. But then she lied about certain things, which then break trust, right? So she needs to understand just because your punishment is over doesn't mean your trust is given back, right? And that needs to be earned again. So she's been trying to go to the gym, and with my work, my commute is somewhere between 2 to 3 hours a day to get to and from. It's been consistently an hour and a half there. And then depending upon when I leave the office, it's an hour and a half back. So really it's 2.5 hours to 3 hours a day. So like for her to be able to use the car to go to the gym, it's been tough. So she's been trying to go to the gym, and she gets starting to go to the gym at night. And then I start questioning whether or not she's really going to the gym or she's hanging out in the gym parking lot. I don't know. So on Thursday, she got home from like her volleyball practice at 9. And then she asked to go to the gym, and I said no. And that led to a full-blown argument. And like Lily, it's I say no, and it's like it's not a conversation, right? It's like why? And then if she doesn't like the why, then it's like a full-on like it's like she just goes in hyper mode and tries to bully and get her way. And then if I remain at the no and I could stay calm. So Thursday, because Wednesday she went to the gym, and I didn't necessarily want her to go to the gym, and I was watching. Now, this is where I'm not sure if she's in the gym or I'm sure she's in the parking lot. Now, I can see her location, and the location is showing at the gym parking lot. But that's where the phone is. Well, why is the phone not showing you inside the gym? And her saying is, I left the phone in the car because the phone was going to die, and I just went to the gym to work out. Now, that could be true. I'm not saying that that's not true. But I don't know, right? So Thursday came, and I didn't have time to like really have a conversation with her to unpack on what my feelings were on this. And I stayed calm, and she started going, and then it's just like I can see her escalating, and then like she loses control. Like if I just remain at no, she doesn't like that, and it's very Karen-esque, but it's volcano. Like I'm erupted and I can't stop. So now she goes upstairs, and then she's like breathing heavy and she's crying. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And then 15 minutes later, she comes downstairs and says, I need to go to the hospital.
Oh.
Somewhere along the lines, I guess she punched the wall. Now, she's hit the wall before and put holes in the wall. I'm assuming that she decided to swing and she's finally met the beam. Because now she has a really bad fracture on her fifth.
Boxer's fracture?
Huh?
Boxer's fracture?
Like her pinky finger is completely fractured. And it's not like a hairline.
boxer-
It's not a hairline fracture. It's sideways.
Yeah, the boxer's fracture is these two. So like the fourth or the fifth, that's usually what happens when you punch something. You fracture those. Boxers usually get that.
It's her pinky and it's completely sideways.
Ouch.
So it is completely wrapped up right now. Hence why I said that it's okay for her to partake in that.
Got it.
Because I don't like her taking too much Advil. I don't think that's good. I don't.
Painkillers,
And
no bueno.
they offered narcotics, and we
Hell no.
and we said no to that. But so hopefully this was the lesson that she needed to learn to let her understand what I've been telling her all along, where she needs to learn how to regulate herself, which she's learning how to do, which she's a teenage girl filled with emotions, and it's hard to do that. And I try to explain it to her the best way I could. And I said, have you ever seen those videos of grown ass people in stores or in restaurants and they're called Karens?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah. And I was like, yesterday you acted like a Karen. You didn't get your way and you had a big old fit and then you did something stupid. So when you look at these videos of these grown individuals acting like a fool, it's because they can't regulate. There is no way for them to figure out on how to regulate themselves and their emotions by just someone telling them no. And I don't want to sit there and like, in these moments, I could sit there and just say, "Hey, Karen," right? But that's not going to help out.
No,
That's gonna get you through the roof. But what can I do in these situations to help you learn or see that you're starting to become unregulated? Because at the end of the day, Lily, like this is something for you to take with you the rest of your life. And I try to explain it. I was like, maybe you need to wear a rubber band. I had to wear a rubber band for a good portion of my early 20s because I went through anger management and I had to learn a coping mechanism to get me to understand when I was starting to get in a certain space.
Yep.
And to bring me back to reality. So that just happened the other day. So Lily's volleyball season is done. I may have watched my daughter play her last game of volleyball. That's sad.
Ouch.
At least you got to watch
Sorry
it.
to hear that.
Yeah. I mean, well, I'm trying to remember when the last tournament was. I guess that was Philadelphia, which that also wasn't a great experience. That's when the Federales came to the house.
Federales.
Yeah, I told you this, didn't I?
Maybe.
I told you that we could decide to clip this or not. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I told Lily to clean the toilet bowl. And
Yeah.
And she didn't. And she went to raise her hand. I went to detain her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I mean, when you said federales, I didn't. I thought you meant like the feds.
Oh no.
Like that's what I was like. What? Like why was the FBI at your house? Or
No.
Dang. Okay.
The other federales.
Yes.
But
the other officials.
Yeah.
They're not federal.
So.
Dang, dude. But like, she can play next season.
I don't know if she will.
And
don't know if she will.
I
I would like
mean,
it. I would like her to play her senior year.
if she was actually going to the gym all the time to like go to the gym, then she was really putting some time into this. You know what I mean?
I mean, listen, I think we've had conversations with coaches where they saw like a lot of potential in her that she could make a college team. But it's whether or not she wants to do that or not.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna force it. But we'll see. I mean, there's a whole summer still to go.
Yeah.
Maybe some time away from the sport will get her to miss it, and she gets back on it. Where are we right now in
That could
time?
be good.
Hour.
125 in with a 5-minute break.
We want to touch on these gas prices.
Gas prices are crazy, dude.
So,
Yeah.
do we agree what's happening in Iran or not agree what's happening in Iran?
Honestly, I have no clue. I've taken a few steps back from following a lot of it, other than whatever happens to pass my page when I happen to pop on Instagram or pop on the internet. But I don't know what's going on over there. I mean, it seemed to have quieted down a little bit in terms of like the fighting, although then I just saw something about explosions in Israel yesterday. I don't know, like, who knows if it's real or not.
Trump has
Who knows,
declared the
like, what it's
conflict is
from.
over. Trump has declared the conflict is over.
All right.
He has decreed it to be so.
All right. Well, conflict's over.
I guess. Maybe not over for everybody else. But then like the UAE like dropped some bombs like the next day or something. So now they're getting into it. I mean, the problem is America, like Trump doesn't have the support of Congress to continue. And he got done with his 60 days that he's allowed to do whatever the hell he wants. Well, not really do whatever the hell he wants, but what he thinks is to do whatever the hell he wants. So the American portion of the conflict, I guess, is over for now.
Now the proxy American portion.
Yeah, yeah. Now the proxies can do what they want. I mean, he also said that he's going to protect all the ships going through the Straits of Hormuz. That's not really working out. And Iran's not really making any friends, especially since they just sunk an Indian flagged ship. I wonder how that's going to go.
Yo, India don't play, man.
No,
And they got nukes.
No, they don't.
They don't play, and they got nukes.
Yeah, they do not play, man. We'll see what kind of, retaliation there is going to be from that.
What do we think about the meeting with China and us?
I didn't even see. Was there? What was the outcome?
I mean,
Was there an outcome?
he says that he would like to continue to grow our relationship with the United States and put the past behind us and move forward. And
That's what G said?
Yeah. And
One of the
what'd you say?
One of the outlines, the only highlights I saw was that there was a symbolic gesturing of the way that they set the seats up, where the seat that Trump was in didn't sit as high as the seat that Xi Jinping was in. So it was kind of like supposed to be a symbolic thing showing that they are the world, like a stronger superpower than us, from the way that the seats were set up, where Xi Jinping was like, he had, I guess, bolstering in his cushion where like it didn't sink down. And then you look at the picture, it's like Trump's was like sunken down, and you can see he was kind of like hunched over. And then the picture that they highlighted was like showing Xi Jinping sitting like, proper and whatever, and much taller. But I mean, that's just bullshit. This internet, because like the internet make it interesting for people.
I mean, look, you're a guest in their country at that point, right? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
They got to do whatever positioning that they have to do, so that way the masses don't go crazy over there. And But so
I don't know.
So Xi wants to look. I already told you guys. Us being friendly with China could be a really great thing for the world.
Yeah.
Not that I agree with everything that China does or any of that stuff, okay? All right? But it could be really good for every party involved.
I mean, I agree that it could be really good for the world. It's whether or not he is being truthful in his positioning, or is he just saying this to make it seem away?
Yeah.
Because they've been at a position, and we've had this conversation before, where they were trying to dethrone the United States, and they wrote the playbook, and they were on a mission, and this is a decades, 30, 40 years in the making on how to do that. So I guess the future will tell, but
Well, the Chinese don't think in years, they think in decades.
Yeah.
They don't they're playing the long game. And
It almost, if you have to think about it, it almost seems that for him to come to the table with something like that, it almost might have been like they had some kind of meeting where he was like, hey, this is almost like a courtesy thing, like we got you, or we're in a position where like you're at the, we have the upper hand, and either you go along with it the way we want, or like you're not so much you're cooked, but like we're gonna do whatever we want either way. So either you can look like you're going along with it, or it's just gonna.
who is
we're gonna
that?
do
China
whatever.
or United States?
China, yeah, China.
You think they have the upper hand in this?
No, I mean I don't know. I'm thinking maybe the reason of that meeting was something along the lines of like he's got something up his sleeve, or like there's something that you know some kind of positioning thing. I don't know what it could be or what it is, but like for them to meet like that, I mean, what benefit is there to it other than he has some kind of ulterior motive, or he has some kind of a plan, like Scottie was, well, like you were mentioning, and just overall, like yeah, it would be beneficial if everybody got together. But if you look at it, like what I mentioned earlier about Uzbekistan, like they're finding places to expand and build into all over that, like is just going to strengthen them compared to like where are we building into things? Like we're building up some infrastructure back here at a snail's pace, but it's not enough to account for like how much expansion they can get.
Well, I hear you. I came across something very interesting about, are their population numbers
Oh yeah, I
legitimate?
think it's bullshit.
like the number of people that they have,
Correct.
you think it's lower?
A lot lower.
Oh yeah, much lower.
Those numbers
Really?
are super inflated.
You don't think they have 1 billion people
Because
in their
no.
country?
Because at the time of the 1950s, they were at X amount of people. And don't forget, there was a course of time where women were only allowed to have one child.
Well, yeah, that was like a more recent thing though.
Yeah, okay. More recent, since when? That was in the 70s.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, way. And think about it. We know
From 1980 to 2015.
Wow.
how are you growing population?
You're not.
We know that it takes
Yeah, but how do you
2 point.
control that large of a landmass of people? You know what I mean? Like, how do you say, dude, it's huge. China's huge. That's a huge country. How do you say, all right, the whole freaking country, you're only allowed to have one kid? What?
Well, I
It's
mean,
like-
where are they going to have the child?
At
In
home?
In their bedroom.
Yeah.
So they're going to have the child at home. What if there's complications?
Don't register them.
and just don't register them. They're
Yeah, but like,
unregistered
I mean,
kids.
so China has a bunch of big cities, but a lot of China is rural land.
Right.
There's not like, it's not like they can regulate every square inch of the freaking country.
Yeah, I want to go through this again. We could have this conversation another time, but the math that was broken down, someone did this, and the math that was broken down didn't make sense because from the 80s to the 2015, that's 30 years, right? 30 something
25 years.
No, 30
80s,
something
90s,
years.
2000s, 35 years.
Yeah, 30 something
35
years. So
they're saying 1.4 billion?
yeah, that number is
That's
inflated.
crazy.
That's super inflated from what people were saying.
Whoops.
And then I do want to touch in, not today, but I think we should talk about the missing scientists.
Yeah.
That's pretty intriguing.
Yeah.
And then we were gone. We didn't talk about the assassination attempt of the president,
Which one?
We didn't.
the one that just happened like a week ago.
Oh, you mean the one where they
Was
rushed
that
they rushed what's
that
that
the
event
dinner?
called?
Huh?
Correspondence.
Correspondence
correspondence
dinner, yeah.
Dude.
This is why we need the new East Wing.
Dude.
This is why we need the new East Wing.
You mean the data center under the
ballroom?
The BAAL room?
It's much more easier to secure. This is why we need it. We need full support.
Did you guys see the tweet?
No, which one?
No, who tweeted?
So
our fearless.
Everyone says it's going to be the most beautiful ballroom.
There was a tweet from like 2016 or something like that.
Oh, that guy.
Huh?
You talking about the guy that tweeted the name?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I did
yeah.
see that. I did see that. This is old news though.
It's wild though.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. We got to be watching that guy's tweets again.
So they're saying that the scientists that have gone missing were partaking in studies of gravitation, and that something had led to time travel.
So they're gone because of time travel.
They're gone.
And they're not dead?
Well, I don't know if they're not gone because of time travel or they're gone because they're
dead because they know about time travel.
Yes. Well,
dun, dun.
Some of them are missing. Some of them have self-transitioned, apparently.
Quote unquote.
Yeah.
As far as the record reflects.
You know, the people that say they self-transitioned even after multiple videos saying that they won't self-transition. Those people.
Yeah.
What do I know? But
conspiracy, tinfoil.
I need the X-Files sound.
I'm going to the movies this week because there are a ton of movies that I want to see.
Yeah, summer's coming. Summer's coming.
I'm gonna let you.
Devil Wears Prada 2.
No,
great.
I'm not going to watch that.
You saw it?
It was great. Yeah.
Better than the first one?
It was just an enjoyable movie overall. I saw the first one. Yeah.
Was it better than the first one?
I don't know. It was pretty good. I don't say if it was better. I would say it was like just as good as the first one.
Okay.
And here's the thing. After watching it, I kind of want to be in fashion. Like, I don't know. It's like,
you want to be in fashion? Mo's gonna be are you gonna be the IT man for all?
I'm gonna be the IT designer, the designer IT man.
See, my hopes were that we were going to talk about UFC enough that we can possibly get clearances to be at UFC events to report on these events. He wants to get into fashion so we can report at the Met Gala.
I'll design the UFC costumes, bro.
The new UFC.
I'll design their new outfits.
Their new outfits. Did you guys see there's going to be a Top Gun 3?
I
Really?
did not.
Yep. Tom Cruise just got done filming Top Gun 3.
I did see that
not done. I guess it's the first time we've seen him.
They just started, yeah.
Yeah, they started.
So
it's officially in the works.
Mortal Kombat 2 came out this week.
Yep.
I was supposed to go see that. I'm gonna go see that.
So I'm planning on seeing that. So Scotty, if you want to go, we could have this. We could have this watched for next week. Star Wars is coming out.
Mandalorian.
I'm gonna see that too. Another good one.
I think that comes out on Thursday.
Thursday the 21st.
Yeah. So that comes out on
Dude,
Thursday.
I cannot watch that movie.
Why?
I'm not up to date on The Mandalorian.
Oh, come on.
I'm not up to date on The Mandalorian.
So
I gotta
What are
watch
you
like a
doing,
whole
dude?
episode and like a couple specials.
a whole episode.
I mean, a whole season?
There's
Like
two
a whole
seasons.
season.
There's only 2 seasons
Yeah.
total? No. I've seen 2 seasons. There's 4 seasons.
I thought there was only 2 seasons.
Yeah, well, you can't watch it either.
No, there's
I mean,
not just the
I'm
Mandalorian.
caught
The
up
Mandalorian-
on The Mandalorian. I know that for a fact. But I thought there were only 2 seasons of The Mandalorian.
No.
There's 3 seasons.
3 seasons.
Did I not see the 3rd season?
Mm,
The 3rd season was in 2023.
Yeah, I'm caught up.
I
dude.
still haven't seen it.
Well, you have 1 season to
There
watch.
was something else after the Mandalorian.
There wasn't there? Wasn't there like another special or something?
The Book of Boba Fett came. Well, no, there was
That
a
came out.
separate thing. Book of Boba Fett was in 2021. I didn't see Ahsoka.
I didn't see
which
Ahsoka either.
I don't know if you need to for the movie.
Yeah, I'm caught
I
up
don't
on
think
The
I'm planning
Mandalorian.
on.
I watched all episodes.
The Book of Boba Fett, The Mandalorian season 3.
So,
Okay. Yeah, all right, that's all.
so I guess I could touch on this because I'm not sure if you guys saw it. Did you guys watch the roast of Kevin Hart?
No.
No, but I heard a lot of talk of him being a.
I don't know what that means.
I saw what was it? The Rock
I don't know.
was like
either.
hitting on his wife or something.
yeah.
The Rock was hitting on his wife.
Yeah.
I saw that part.
Dude, I thought the roast was amazing.
It's just-
I thought it was really, really funny. I thought everyone did a really good job. I can't stand this race bait mentality. Tony Hinchcliffe is always going to push the boundaries. He had said a joke where something along the lines of George Floyd was laughing so hard at something that he couldn't breathe.
Ugh.
Listen, it's a roast. It's supposed to
Anything
roast
goes.
somebody. Tony Hinchcliffe has dark humor, and you have to like it or don't like it. And if you don't like it, that's understandable. And if you like it, you like it. Now,
Some of the stuff he was digging in pretty deep with like different. I mean, the whole like there was a lot. But the what I was talking about, the he was him with the Diddy parties and the line about it's not a problem that he went there, but the fact that he stays silent about it means that he did something wrong.
no, they said that the only reason why he went there is because he looked like a 10-year-old kid.
No, he said just because Kevin went to Diddy parties does not mean he did something wrong. The fact that he gets all quiet when you bring it up means he did something wrong.
Oh.
That was what he
Yeah, I
said.
forget who said that. Yeah, you're right.
That was shit. Was it? I think that. Oh, Cat Williams. Cat Williams said that.
And that was good to see because Cat Williams and Kevin Hart had beef. They shook hands, they squashed everything, and that was good to see. Shane Gillis was hilarious.
He is so funny.
So funny. He made a joke about Draymond, a basketball joke, and then said something along the lines of, y'all don't know ball, and it's a room full of people that probably will watch basketball.
Yeah.
So. That was funny. And then they had who was it that was making fun of Draymond?
Chandler?
Draymond's name being lazy because they just added a D to Raymond and then called him retarded.
Oh my god.
Oh, last and final thing that we could talk about.
Wait, did you guys see Dave Chappelle's new special? Came out like couple months ago?
No.
Oh man.
Was it good?
I mean, I might have. If it came out that long ago, I might have.
I need to see it.
I didn't see it, but I need to see it. Got
Anything Dave Chappelle comes out with, amazing. Last thing, final thing.
There was a gentleman that, Scottie was ranting and raving. His career is over, blah, 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 blah.
Uh-oh.
Partook in this battle. Partook in a battle. People say he lost the battle. Got it.
Oh, God, this guy. Just give it a rest, bro. Give it a rest. Like, get off his nuts, please. Enough.
Got put.
He's just trying too hard now. He's trying too hard.
How's he trying too hard?
By doing this whole production of, I'm going to release it like some big spectacle.
I mean, he released an album.
Oh, Drake.
Like some big spectacle.
Didn't release one.
Whatever.
Didn't release two. Released 3 albums.
Like,
how long did it
like
take?
This week?
3 albums were released on Friday.
What?
But how long did it take?
He dropped 3 albums?
3 albums. Now,
that's pretty dumb.
I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk about what
they're gonna compete with each other.
So one's a rap album.
Okay.
One's an R&B album, and one's that dance kind of album that he did back in the day. Now, I haven't really deep.
There's gonna be more memes. Is there gonna be more memes? Because we need more Drake memes.
I haven't.
I'm so tired of the.
Did you not see the White House put out a meme or the picture?
About Drake?
Yeah, so Drake's Iceman album is like this with the MJ glove. And then
my God.
The White House well, there's symbolism behind that, and I'll get into that.
Illuminati.
No, because Michael Jackson was fighting labels, and then all of a sudden, as soon as he starts fighting labels, he was raping kids and then was unalived.
Illuminati.
So yeah. So Drake purchased the Michael Jackson glove, and in his album,
that was his legit glove.
Yeah, his legit glove.
Oh.
So, and we know Drake is
that's sacrilegious.
The
Yeah. They after the rap battle, they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna give you less money because he lost." But I never said dude was done. I never said dude was done. I mean, come on, what is he like? 35? Oh, you can't do that. That's crazy.
You're gonna get us a DMCA strike.
What?
You're gonna get us a DMCA strike.
No, I stopped it real quick. I showed him the picture. It is Drake's arm with the glove on, but then holding a chain that says MAGA. And the White House put that out.
Drake is 39 years old. He was born October 24th, 1986.
Yeah, he's got a lot more time to make music.
So
a lot more time to make music. He could become better than Kendrick.
Okay.
His real name is Aubrey.
Yeah. I mean, how
Aubrey Drake Graham.
How many Grammys does Kendrick have? I'm just saying. What's the lyric?
Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody go and get him a Grammy right now. Where's your uncle at? I want to talk to the man of the house. Best bar in the whole battle. That track was the best track in the whole battle. Kendrick put out a bop that the world took over. Now, someone said that could be pushed. I'm not going to talk about it. Someone could sit there and say UMG pushed that track so that way somebody's name can get brought down and his value can get brought down. This is what I said when this whole thing was happening. This is what I said when it was actually going on. So, him releasing 3 albums, I don't know if this...
Drake
I don't know.
has 5 Grammys out of 55 nominations. Kendrick has 27.
Yeah.
27 Grammys?
Yeah, and you don't even...
Bro, that is disgusting. That is disgusting.
What's... Name 5 Kendrick
I have
Lamar.
no idea.
Right.
I have no
Okay,
clue.
exactly.
27?
Name 5 Drake albums or tracks.
I could probably name 5.
I know you could name 5 Drake tracks.
Yeah.
Rest in point. I don't want to hear it. So
Wait. I can name 5 for each.
5 Kendrick tracks right now. No phone.
Mad City.
That's a track,
That's a track, right?
or is it the album? Good Kid, Mad City is the name of the album.
No. But Mad City is a track on that album.
Okay.
See, you don't even know. You don't
Okay.
even know. I could be wrong. I don't.
Mad City is a track on
Okay.
that album.
Boom. See
Okay,
that?
Mad
See
City.
that? Turn the TV
Mad
off.
City. Okay. Is that the name of the track?
Yeah, turn the TV off.
Is that the name of the track?
That might not be the name of it. They could be TV off.
Look up the GNX.
It's TV off. I can name almost all the GNX songs. So I mean, there's that.
Yeah, well, we went to the concert. All right, outside of GNX. Go ahead.
That's pretty tough. I mean, I know them by the way they sound, but
Okay.
I like,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah. Got it.
But Drake, passion fruit.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know track names. I just don't know track names.
You know more Drake
Hotline
tracks
Bling.
than Kendrick tracks. Fact.
Hotline Bling? How do you not say Hotline Bling?
Yeah, Hotline
Yeah.
Bling. When I'm on the spot, all right. When I'm on the spot, I don't know. All right. But we do have
Bro,
to
like,
clip
for
that.
also,
We
like,
do have to clip that.
Listen, Scottie, how did you not like Hotline? I mean, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe.
Yep.
Like
Bitch Don't
that's a
Kill My
song.
Vibe.
I mean, Duckworth.
Dude,
Listen, I'm not going to
there's
take
a
away from
lot.
I'm not going to
I know
take
a
away
lot
from
of-
Kendrick. Kendrick has
I know
good
a lot
tracks,
of-
good albums, whatever the
Sure.
case may be.
I
I'm
know.
not saying there to say I'm not. But what I can
just on
say
Drake's
is
balls. We get
since Drake hasn't been put on music, there's been no hip hop on the Billboard 100. I'm waiting. It hasn't been there. Music been hurting since Drake hasn't put music out. But these 3 albums,
Poetic Justice, Money.
I don't know
Humble, Loyalty.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
DNA.
I can
Oh,
name.
man.
I can
See,
name
yeah.
easy 10 of each. But I don't know Drake's contract, but this could be Drake putting out 3 albums to get out of the UMG contract and become a free agent. And somebody has mentioned that there is a private equity firm that is willing to give Drake $2 billion.
T.I. is on the top 100 Billboard.
What?
T.I.
What?
Well, now he is, but
Number
like
52.
before, yeah, Ti has a that Ti album, Ti track was a banger, really good, really good track.
Did he put out one track?
No, I think he put out a project,
Oh,
but-
really?
but
Ti coming
Yeah, it's
back
kinda
after
light.
what? 30 years? Not 30.
well,
Damn,
there
it's
was a
kinda
whole
light.
20
You
years?
didn't hear the Ti. Well, so 50 Cent was going at Ti's wife, and then Ti
Kanye is on there too. Top 100 Billboard.
Is that rap or is that a gospel?
Is it another HH?
Yeah,
it could
it's
be
father. Oh yeah, maybe
It could be
all
a
right.
gospel track.
Yeah, you're right.
So 50 was going at Tiny, Ti's wife, and then Ti and Ti's sons started putting diss tracks out to 50. 50 never responded, but that happened, and then all of a sudden Ti dropped the project. So, but it was good. But I don't know Drake's contract, but if this is true, how does this impact music? If private equity is going to get into funding an artist like Drake, who can be independent, can make a lot of money on his own without any help from any conglomerate, And then if you have a private equity firm that's willing to put $2 billion behind you.
So you're saying
He's gonna be
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm saying that he released 3 albums to.
Because what you're saying is you think that the contract was for 3 albums,
Well,
and he's like, "Fuck it, I'll just put 3 albums out right now, then we'd be done with this."
I don't know how many. I don't know how many is left on his contract. I don't know what his contract is.
Well, he just re-upped it.
But this was years ago.
Yeah,
Years
well,
ago.
like 2 or
If he
3
goes-
years ago.
No, this is before. This is before the beef with Kendrick, and he had released the project then, right?
Yeah, but I thought he was up for renegotiation on his contract right after the beef,
So no. What happened was
and that was only a year and a half.
They started
year
going
ago.
into the beef, and then he started seeing what was happening with Taylor Swift, and then wanted to renegotiate terms on the contract. Said that
Mm,
my value is more than what you guys are giving me.
right.
So I want more. I want equity. I want more than what you guys are giving me. I want money. I want to be a part of UMG. And I don't believe.
Sounds like a lot of the talk is saying that, just to your point, that he has fulfilled the contract at this point by releasing those 3 albums. And if to your point, if private equity gets involved, then it's going to be a matter of like pushing whatever the thing is, like, you know, whatever they're tied to. If they're tied to like pharmaceutical, if they're tied to ESG, whatever else, it would just be him pushing whatever.
Well, I don't
the,
necessarily think that he's going to push that, but what does that do to the state of music where now you're seeing that artists don't need to use these big conglomerates? And then what does that do to the state of music? Because we've seen over the last, I don't know, however many years. My dad and I were talking about this.
I just don't understand. I don't mean to cut you off, but I just don't understand with the platforms we have now and the money that Drake has. Could he not hire a producer? I mean, I guess that producer has to be independent, but you know,
or you could just pay the producer,
or
which
just
is,
pay the producer, right? But I mean, Drake needs ghostwriters, so there's that. But like,
I mean, he doesn't really have ghostwriters. So let's stop there.
but like with a name like Drake, you drop that on Spotify or whatever, right? Like Apple Music, all the platforms. Like if we're dropping episodes on these platforms ourselves, why can't he drop those
He can.
himself?
He can.
Then what does he need the label for? What does the label do?
Well, we know that there are independent artists that are highly successful. Tech-9 has been a rapper forever and is completely independent and has a following and has been able to have a sustainable career and been able to make a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying. He's already up here.
Bro, he's good too.
You know what I mean? Like
Tech-9 is
Yeah,
good.
Tech-9 is amazing. You're right. Drake's name is already here, so it's going to be easy for him just to sit there and say, I got a new album coming out.
Yeah.
And boom, it's going to sell.
Boom.
It's not going to have a problem.
No.
So
I mean, as long as it's good music.
Here's the thing. I think, sorry, but real quick, I think part of it is when you have the connection to the labels, you get connections to things that you might not have otherwise, and they can get you into places where you're going to reach a different audience than what you would have reached just from your own outreach. That's the whole benefit. At least
marketing.
that's the proposition.
well, it's
So
more
marketing.
it's more than marketing. So this was the argument. This was the argument about the diss track. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
The argument behind the diss track is Drake was like, I've been a part of you guys and you guys fueling the machine where if I come out with something, you guys push a button and this is getting pushed, right? And it's getting pushed to all outlets. Well, he releases a diss track. That doesn't get any airway. But then Kendrick releases the diss track, whatever track that is. I can't remember the name of it. Where he goes A minor, whatever that. Well, I can't even think of the name right now. But he releases that.
Not like us.
Not like us. He releases that, and every single radio station has it ready to go, ready to play. And that got pushed. And it got pushed everywhere. So the argument that Drake was trying...
The network.
The argument that Drake was trying to make
network.
is that you push the button here. Everyone now is looking at me as a pedo. that is bringing my net worth down. When I'm arguing with you that I'm here, now you're trying to bring me down so I can't have a place to negotiate. And that was the argument that I was trying to make back
That's why he.
when this all happened.
That's why he sued them.
That's why you sued them. So nothing was done through that. So now I'm Drake. I'm like, all right, let me fulfill my contract here and let me move away. That's the best thing I go. Now, what I can say is I did a deep dive in the Iceman. Listen to Iceman. I think you'll like it. He addresses a lot of people on there, LeBron being one of them. And LeBron got butthurt and he responded. And
Ron's a loser.
listen, what I'm going to say is this. I love LeBron as a basketball player. Outside of the basketball court, I don't really fuck with what LeBron does. I don't fuck with how LeBron...
I can respect that.
I don't fuck with really how LeBron acts towards certain things. I will say he's...
What about all the dives, bro? All the dives.
Dude, what about all the times, like, the same thing can happen, like, if you watched any of the Sixers series, the same thing can happen where you have these big guys that are going to the hole, they're getting hacked and not getting calls. So instead, they're just falling down. Now, that's the only way you're going to get a call.
Increase the number of potential hacks and increase the number of potential calls.
Listen,
right?
if
LeBron's doing it, why not?
If it's such a problem that people feel like it's a problem, then the league should step in and say, if you're caught diving on something that shouldn't be...
I thought it was a flagrant now. Or
$50,000 fine.
Well, it could be a fine. It could also be a flagrant. So they're going after it. Now, listen, if you're getting whacked and you're getting hit and you're falling down, like we saw what Embiid is prime example, right? He was taught when going to the hole, because that was my first argument with him. Like, why is he always going down to the ground? Well, the doctors said because how big he is, going down to the ground the way he goes, they taught him how to fall. They said doing this is going to help you and not hurt you. Right. So I'm not going to sit there and say that that's what LeBron's doing. There are plenty of times that I could look at a LeBron foul that's not like really a foul or embellishment, sure. But at the same token, how many times is he getting hacked that's not being called? So it's the same thing. And we can go back to Jordan. Jordan used to do the same thing. Used to argue with the refs for calls that shouldn't be calls. Used to get called with phantom calls.
Not like that,
yes,
bro.
yes,
Not
yes.
like that.
Yes.
No, it was never theatrics, bro. It was never theatrics like that, all right? It was never like...
Well, he also was going against fucking people who are non-athletic to the kind of athleticism that is today.
All right, athleticism, perfect. So it's a contact sport. So like you're gonna be getting into it, people. Like, what do you like? It's not meant to be hands off. Like you got to be in the paint. You're getting into it. So what are you fucking bitching about? What are you crying
I took
about?
a shot. It looks like it's not going in. I'll just fall to the ground. Oh, got some fouls.
Someone touched my pinky.
Hey, listen, a foul's a foul, dude. I don't know, but what I'm gonna say is what he does on the court. Like, dude's been giving us years of competitive basketball and has elevated a sport to whatever you want to call it. On the basketball court, I really respect him. Outside the basketball court, I can take it or leave it. Like some of the things he says and does, I could agree with. Some of the things he says and does, I don't agree with. Now,
what kind of room was it that Kevin Hart's room that watches basketball?
A lot of people that watch basketball. But
on that note,
it'd be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of weeks. Iceman was a really, really good album to me, I think. A handful of tracks I can care about.
Is this an artist, Iceman?
No, it's Drake's album.
Drake's album.
Is that the dancey one? Or is that the R&B one?
That's the
or
rap
is that
one.
the rap one?
That's the rap one. I haven't dove into other two. I listened to a little bit of the R&B one. I enjoy some of the tracks that I've heard. But I really have listened to Iceman on repeat to really dive into exactly what he's saying. There's some Kendrick shots. There's some J. Cole shots. There's Dre shots. There's LeBron shots. There's Joe Button shots. There's he's speaking on this album. And I've enjoyed it. Now,
I wonder how many writers he hired to drop 3 albums at the same time.
Haters,
All of them. He
haters,
hired all of
haters
them.
gonna hate, dude. Haters gonna hate. But it'd be interesting to see because I'm interested to see if he's fulfilled his contract. Does he have another album that he's really put in the works that he wants to go bring out as soon as he goes on his own?
Yeah.
But this was good, guys. I enjoy getting back in here and talking to you guys on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Good catching up.
Thank you all for listening. And with that, I bid you guys adieu.
See y'all next week.
Episode 35 in the books.
34.
On the books. In the books. On the books. 35.
In
35.
the books. I thought it was episode 34.
35.
I don't know. We'll see.
It's episode 35.
You sure?
I'm looking at the YouTube.
All right.
I'm
Oh,
positive
so there was
100%.
one. There was one. That
Oh,
didn't make
maybe
it to
I didn't
the
hit
Apple.
publish on it.
Up. Episode
All right,
35.
boys.
Publish now.
All right, boys.
Good stuff.
I just did 10 in a row. I just did 10 in a row. I just did 10, gotta go.